Hey everyone, Sarah Grace here with another update for Fortunate Cookie. It's week 20, which is not the halfway point, but it feels like it. But it's not, because 52 divided by 2 is not 20. I know these things. I'm what they call a math magician. Anyway, on that note, the note of learning and education, how'd you like that transition? Did that work for everyone? This week's fortune was sort of complicated, at least for me, when I first read it. It was, education is what survives when what has been learnt has been forgotten. Now, first point I should make, I actually am not sure if learnt, which is a participle or a past participle, which is what I think PT and PP means. I looked all this up. Yeah, I had to look this up. Yeah, I was an English major, but I had to look all this up. I'm not sure that's used correctly in that sentence. It doesn't seem right to me, but I get lied and laid mixed up a lot too. So what do I know? Anyway, but I really tried to focus on education. So if education is what survives, what is education? And if what has learned has been forgotten, what is learning? Okay, so I keep looking this way because I printed this out. I love looking up definitions of words. Because I'm a dork, and I've always thought of education as school. Like, what do you learn? What are you taught? And I've always thought of learning as absorbing those lessons, right? Okay, so I took the first definition of education and learnt, which leads to learn, and I think I kind of have it flip-flopped, and that might be the key to incorporating this week's fortune. So here is what education really means. Education, the first definition, is the act or process of imparting or acquiring general knowledge, developing the powers of reasoning and judgment, and generally preparing oneself or others intellectually for mature life. So to me, that's more about growing and maturing, right? Okay, so let's keep that in mind and go to learning. So learn, the first definition of that is to acquire knowledge of or skill in by study, instruction, or experience. As in to learn French or to learn to ski. Okay. So is this telling me the things that I was formally taught and instructed sort of needs to be left behind until I can mature and grow? Should I focus more on like internal lessons? I don't know. This is a mysterious one. Oddly enough, timing with this week, I just got hired to teach a class in the fall. I'll tell you guys more about that later. But I've taught before, but this is through a new facility, so I'm kind of excited about that. I'm very excited about it, but I'll tell you more about it later. So I just thought that was funny. It just happened all within the last couple days, and so I'm going to be the educator, but I still feel like I need to be the educatee. Total side note, did everyone see John Hamm on 30 Rock this week? Oh my god. I wish they wouldn't have made him a permanent character, because I heart me some John Hamm. And then you mix them up with Tina Fey, and it's like utopia. Especially if they had like incorporated cupcakes and wine into the episode, and macaroni and cheese, and maybe Tim Gunn. Anyway, loved it. Okay, so I would love to know what other people think about what education means to them and what learning means to them, and if there is a difference between the two. I think that there is. Maybe learning is what you're taught, and education is what you teach yourself? I haven't worked this one out yet. I also thought about writing, like, what have I learned? What have I learned? What have I acquired by study or instruction? Well, I took a class when I was in 5th grade or 4th grade with my brother and my next door neighbor / best friend at the time, Karen Mueller, to learn how to do the Beat It and Thriller choreography. So I guess I can forget that, which seems like a waste. I took a windsurfing class when I was 14, so I guess I can forget that. Then there's school. We won't go there because I think I need to hold on to some of that. I don't know, but it also says acquire through experience. So this is a tough one. What am I supposed to forget? And what should survive? Now I've got Survivor in my head. Damn you, Beyonce. Help? Any help? Any insight? I'm off to get the puppy. She's at doggy daycare. But looking forward to your comments. See ya.